Have you ever felt this way? You want to achieve something big. You dream about a better life. But no matter how hard you work, you feel stuck in the same place. If you have ever felt that your efforts are leading nowhere, then this story is for you. It may change how you see your life, forever. In a small village, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was known as a failure because he had struggled with his education and failed his exams. In his village, that one result felt like his whole identity. He lived with his mother in a house with bare walls and empty shelves. She worked from dawn till dusk in other people's fields, just to put 2 rotis on the plate. Every time Ethan saw her tired smile and her worn-out hands, he felt a deep sense of guilt. He felt like he was doing nothing to help her. Hoping to change their lives, Ethan went to the city to find work and stayed at his uncle's house. But his uncle was a man who only respected degrees and certificates. The moment Ethan arrived, his uncle looked at him and said, "You couldn't even pass a school test, Ethan. How do you expect to survive here? You won't get any job in this city. You are just a burden." With no other choice, Ethan saw a tea shop at a busy corner with many customers. He decided to start his own small tea stall. However, because he was completely new to the business, he was not able to sell much tea. He struggled to attract people or manage his daily costs. During the quiet hours at his stall, his uncle's words would repeat in his head. "You are a failure, you are not smart enough." Ethan's mind became completely overflowed with these negative thoughts. He stopped thinking about how to improve his stall, because he was too busy thinking about his failures. His mind was locked on his problems, and soon, he gave up. He closed the stall and returned to his village, convinced he was a dead end. Ethan returned to the village, defeated. He walked through the door and sat in silence, flinching every time his mother moved, waiting for her to scold him for wasting her hard-earned money. But his mother was different. A mother's love is the only force in nature that sees a forest when there is only a seed. She didn't ask about the money. She didn't ask about the city. She treated him like a king returning from a lost war. She washed his tired feet, fed him the best of what she had first, and sat by him. Every morning before she left for the fields, and every evening before he slept, she would say, "Ethan, the sun sets every night, but it never forgets how to rise. Your education was just one door. Your life is a whole building. Don't let one closed door make you think the house is locked." Slowly, the noise of his uncle's negativity began to fade. These positive words acted like a key, unlocking his mind. One night, Ethan had a vivid dream. He saw himself as a shepherd on the vast, green hills surrounding his village. He realized he didn't need a degree or a high-tech job to succeed. The hills were free. He started with just 2 sheep. He didn't have a big investment, but he had a newly activated mind. However, the journey was not easy. When heavy rains hit the hills and the winds grew cold, Ethan would remember the negative words from his uncle. "You are a failure, you won't survive." As he stood on the lonely hills, his mind would drift back to his past failures in education and the city. But every evening, when he returned home and saw his mother's face, his mind became calm. Her presence acted as a shield against every negative thought. Strengthened by her belief, he kept going. Day by day, his flock grew. His 2 sheep became 10, then 50, then 100. He became the most successful man in the region, not because his circumstances changed, but because his mind did. Your mind is like a magnet. If it is full of negative thoughts, it will naturally attract more negative words and more failure into your life. To truly overcome this, it is not enough to just try and change your thinking, you must also change your environment. You cannot grow a beautiful garden if the soil is poisoned by the people around you. To change your life, you must protect your peace. Change your thoughts, choose your circle wisely, and watch how the world opens up for you. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to EagleAura. Your support helps us bring more wisdom and light to the world. We are dedicated to your growth, and we will be back with another powerful story in just 2 days.